I was looking pretty rough today, so I decided to go ahead and just groom a little bit. I did some hair removal on my face, which is why it's all oily. I put some nair on my lip and my chin, and then I decided to go ahead and pluck my eyebrows. I have really thick, bushy eyebrows, so it was time for a trim and a pluck. And then I did decide to do some skincare, and I just want to do my makeup and make myself look really pretty today. Not the rock eyebrow, my son has jokes. So I'm just going in with some primer here. I'm usually not a big primer person, but this one actually worked very well. My makeup lasted for a long time and it didn't flake up or anything on me, so I would probably use this again in the future. And then this was like a tinted SPF, I guess foundation situation. It was very lightweight, gave me like medium to buildable coverage. And I was just showing the SPF I used before that, but I actually really liked this. I would definitely use it again. And I'm just applying it here with my fingers. And then I'll blend it out with the Beauty Blender, just to, make sure everything's nice and even. And then I'm going in with my Fit Me concealer. If you hear noises in the background, it's just my baby. She's playing with her rattle. But I'm using my Fit Me concealer. It's covering up my bags. And then I'll go around my mouth with it as well. And then top of the forehead and highlight the bridge of my nose. And then I like to blend that out with my finger as well. Same thing with my foundation. I'll blend it out with my finger and then go over it with the Beauty Blender. I felt like I needed more coverage, so I went for a little bit thicker concealer. This is the Pepper Perfect Winky Luxe. It's really small because I got it in my Ipsy bag, and excuse my baby in the background. But I really like this one. I've had this for a few years as well. It's probably time for me to throw some of this away, but I just applied this with this brush, as you can see, and this helps really get that coverage. And then see, I need to go ahead and blend out, there you go, the creases right there. But yeah, I felt like that really helped. I ended up applying a little bit more concealer. These bags were just not being nice to me that day. And then I really like this blush here. I was a little scared of it at first because it's like a super bright pink color or like fuchsia color, but once I blended it out, it actually looked really good and it looked natural. So I'll definitely use it again in the future. As you can see, I like to use liquid products and then I'll set it with the powder. So I did my blush and then now I'm going in with the contour. And I just used a darker shade of concealer. I got all of these products, by the way, on clearance. So I just went ahead. I didn't even care what the shades were. I was like, I'm going to find a use for it. So I got this concealer. I thought this would make a very good kind of contour. So that's what I'm doing here. Just getting my forehead, my eyes, my nose, cheekbones, of course. You got to snatch that double chin. And then I do end up going back and kind of putting some on my temples for a more lifted look. And then lining my lips as well. So I'll just blend it here with my Real Techniques contour brush. And it melted in very nicely. I was actually a little shook. It blended very well and it sat really well on top of that tinted SPF that I had put on earlier. So this is a new favorite of mine. And as I'd mentioned before, I'm just going ahead and contouring my lips. It kind of just gives it a powderier look. And then I'm going to blend with my brush here. I'm also just blending in my concealer before I go ahead and set, and just getting rid of any harsh lines left behind from the blush and the contour. And I was supposed to upload footage of me doing my brows, but somehow that footage got deleted, so I do apologize for that. So you just see me brushing them here, but I did fill them in a little bit. And then my editor came in and had me rotate my camera, and that's why the quality, it actually looks a lot better now. Oh no, I'm so clumsy, but it looks a lot better now. It's just that it's a little bit lower, so I have to like hunch over to get it, but I'm just gonna go ahead and set my face right here. But first, I just want to make sure everything's blended out, because once you set it, you can't really go back. So I'm going to blend it out. And then I did decide to just go in with a little bit more concealer because I just was not getting the coverage that I wanted. So this one actually worked the best, and I got this from the beauty supply store. So yeah, this is actually one of my favorites. I haven't used it in a long time, but just blending that out before I go ahead and set it with powder. So I used the Fit Me loose powder, and it's a really pretty color. It's like medium or something. And then just tap it on my hand, and then I just press it in. I don't like to bake or anything like that. I just press it in and then set my whole face with it, do my frown lines and my forehead, just all those areas, and then just brush off any of the excess. Now I'm just going in with my blush. I forgot the name of this one, but this is my favorite one to use. I also got this in my Ipsy bag. It's just a really pretty bright pink, but it's not too bright. I really like it. And then I'm just blending it out a little bit because I did get a little crazy. And then I'm going to go ahead and bronze my face with a darker shade of like a pressed powder. And by darker, I mean darker than my natural skin tone. I actually went in with 2 of them. The first one, it wasn't giving. So I went in with 2 of them. I like to put bronzer on my eyes because I get really lazy when it comes to eyeshadow. So just bronzing my eyes and then putting it on my forehead and my cheeks. And then this is a tattoo shadow stick. And it really did last a long time. It's like a coppery brown color. And yeah, so I just put that on. It's really simple. I don't like to do a whole lot as far as like eyeshadow, just something to add a little bit of depth and just make the eyes look nice and pretty. And I'm nursing my baby while I record this voiceover, so sorry if you hear any like weird noises in the background. But yeah, I just lined my eyes and then went underneath with some more bronzer just across the lower lash line. And then I'm going to apply like a nude color lipstick. This is really pretty. It's like a brown girl nude. And then putting on top of it this Wet n Wild lip gloss. And it just made the prettiest lip combo. At this point, I was really feeling myself. Putting on a little mascara here. This is the Colossal. I remember this was so popular back when I was in high school. I'm not really big on applying false lashes unless it's like a special occasion, but for every day, I'm okay with just a little bit of mascara. So just adding a little bit of highlight here on the tip of my nose in the inner corners of my eyes. And then gonna go ahead and set my face and take my hair down. Who is she? I love this. It turned out so good. I felt so pretty. I really hope y'all enjoyed watching this. And to my moms out there, remember to take some time out for you. Thank you.